just about the PPP, but we want to talk about business and making sure that people in our community actually get approved for these paycheck protection loans, economic injury disaster loans, the grant part of them, and just anything that is available for you to get approved for. So I do have some good news for you guys. For myself, I actually was able to get my loan today. I actually signed the closing documents this morning for the second part of my economic injury disaster loan. Which, here's the thing: a lot of our people in our community are not applying for it, but I can tell you that we're getting it. I mean, my clients are getting it. I have a client that got $175,000 paycheck protection loan that I applied for. I also applied for that same customer a oops, says my some thank you somebody. All right. Thank you for letting me know. I need to actually see. Gotta need somebody to help me. Okay. These might work. These might work. Okay. Thank you for letting me know that. All right. So, I just want to say, guys, we can get approved for these things. This is mine. I actually closed these loan documents today. But just another thing to tell you, my other clients are getting approved for this. So, one of my clients got a $175,000 paycheck protection loan. He also got a $10,000 EIDL loan advance. We have not received the portal for him for the SBA, but since he got the grant, I'm pretty sure that they're going to go ahead and give him some money. And I think his revenues were way larger than mine were, than mine are. So I'm pretty sure his is going to be huge. Hey, the I had another client that she got a $56,000 paycheck protection loan that I applied for her, and she also got about 3 days ago, or no, I think it was Thursday, she told me she got the SBA portal that said that her EIDL, the one that I just showed you that I got for 57, hers was 150. Of course, her revenues are higher than mine are. So it does go on the amount of revenues that you had. So here's how they are calculating that, guys. Looks like, because what's happening is we're not applying for the dollar amount. I did not put a dollar amount in that I wanted. They just took my gross revenues less my cost of goods sold, and then they less the grant that they gave me. They gave me a $5,000 grant, and then they then approved the loan for whatever the rest half of my gross revenues would have been, less those dollar amounts. So I think that's how they're coming up with the loan amount. So if you actually apply for the economic injury disaster loan, you were able to you should have received something, an email, so make sure you check your email, make sure that you put on there, you know, check disaster loan, SBA, just check that in your email because you should be looking for that. The other thing is you want to make sure that you are getting just applying for things. Now, guys, if you have not applied for the Paycheck Protection Program, it is closing June 30th. So in about 20 days, you will not be able to apply for the Paycheck Protection Program loan. So make sure that you apply for that Paycheck Protection loan. So just a little quick look again. That's actually what I got approved on my EIDL, closed the loan documents today. But I do also want to show you the new rules for the Paycheck Protection Program basically the forgiveness part. So as you know, they've been kind of changing this around. Every 2 seconds we're getting some new information. So they actually passed the bill, and then went to the Senate, and the Senate approved this new, what's called the Paycheck Protection Program Flexibility Act, guys. So what does that do? Now, everybody has been receiving their economic paycheck protection program, but now how do you get it forgiven? Because you got the money and you don't want to have to pay it back, because it's a forgivable loan. So a forgivable loan means that you are able to not have to pay for it as long as you spend it on what they want you to spend it on. So here's what the old rules were: as you had to spend at least 75% of it on payroll. And guess what, guys? If you are self-employed, nope, you won't have to pay the loan back. If you pay it the way that they want you, if you use it for what they ask you to use it for, you will not have to pay this loan back. Now, remember, guys, it is specifically saying that June 30th is the last day that you can apply for this Paycheck Protection Program. So don't play, get it, make it happen. Okay, so I just want you guys to make sure that you have that out there. They extended the loan forgiveness. So let's say you don't use it for payroll and rent, then you're gonna owe it back, but you don't have to start paying it until 10 months after you got it. And then also they are extending the rule from 2 years, because it used to be you had to have it 2 years. Now you can pay it back in 5 years. So they're giving you a longer period of time to pay it back if you have to pay it back. But if you go ahead and spend 60% of it on payroll, and then the other 40% you can spend on rents and things like that, you will be able to not pay the whole loan back. So that is what's a forgivable loan. It actually turns into a grant. You have to turn in proof that you spent it on payroll and rent, but after that, you're able to go ahead and not pay it back. So I know I'm talking about a lot about the Paycheck Protection Program. This show is not about just the Paycheck Protection Program, but this is important, guys. Make sure that you apply for these loans. Make sure that you're not sitting on the sidelines in the time that has never happened to us before. This has never happened to us before. That loan that I got approved for, the one that was 57,000, my payment on that is going to be $376 a month. Please make sure that you are applying for this funding, because this is a chance in a lifetime, guys. I don't think it will ever happen again this way. So that's my spiel, guys. Questions? Doesn't look like it. All right, see you tomorrow at the Wake Up Wednesday.